Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be cleaning up this ATC70 cylinder head. This thing has seen better days and it's part of the project bike that's behind me. Too many projects, too little time, but this sucker I've been putting off because it's ugly. Any of you who have ever done any of this work, cleaning these things up by hand is a giant pain in the neck. Maybe you've got a bead blast cabinet, that'll make it a little bit easier, but today we're going to run it through my vapor honing machine and see how that does so. Let's take a look. All right, guys, here's what we're dealing with. And I'm sure most of you have seen things like this before. This is from a 1974 ATC70. It spent a lot of time outside. Engine runs great, low hours. You can look at one of my earlier videos and you can see how I fired it right up when I got it. The inside is in really good shape. It's just rough from sitting outside. So what do we got to deal with? I'm gonna clean it a little bit before it goes in the machine. Got a little bit of gasket residue left on there. And just, 50 years worth of crap. So it'll be interesting to see what my vapor hone can do with this. So let's get going. All right, guys, so I've got the machine set up there behind me. Here's the part on the way in. I cleaned it up a little bit. I'm not gonna go nuts trying to clean it. I don't wanna get a lot of dirt and crap floating around in there, but for the most part, this is okay. So I'm gonna try to get my camera set up so we can get a little view of what's going on, and I'm going to keep track of the time, and we're going to see how long it takes to do something with this. So let me get set up and we'll take a look. All right, so we're all set up. We're going to be blasting at 80 psi to get going, and hopefully I have this configured in such a way so that you guys can see what's going on and you're not looking at my head the entire time because I can't see the camera. So, that being said, let's get this thing going. Let's just take a quick look at the progress we've made so far. My compressor didn't even come on yet, which is pretty good. All right, and here's what we have after just a couple of minutes. So I'm going to take a little bit more time and actually go through this thing. All right, so what we're looking at here is a little bit less than 9 minutes of me running the vapor blaster and cleaning off this part. What you could just see there was the automatic window washer coming on, comes on every once in a while and cleans the window. We're running it 4 times the regular speed here. And this is pretty easy to do. You can see what's going on. The beauty of it is there is zero dust whatsoever. You can see I've got headphones on my head because my compressor is not far away and it's not the quietest thing in the world. The cabinet itself makes very, very little noise. It's really easy to use. So not a lot to it, and basically the 8 minutes of runtime here got me to the point where I am just about done. So let's take a look at where we are. So guys, here we are about 10 minutes into this part. Can you say remarkable? I mean, come on. You could almost call this done the way that it is right now. It is so nice. I still have a little bit, like in some of those grooves. I just have to clean that out a little bit. But I mean, other than that, little details here and there, this is awesome. And this is at 80 psi, so my initial cut and clean. Remember, I've only had this machine for a couple of weeks and I've only used it a few times so far, so I really don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but look at the results you can get. So let's just clean this thing up and we'll look at the finished result in just a minute here. So guys, after about 15 minutes at 80 PSI, now I'm gonna go over a little bit at 60 and we're gonna call this part done. All right, guys, this came out so good I had to get a clean rag to put it on. This represents, I'm gonna say 25 minutes from end to end, 20 minutes in the cabinet, but a lot of in and out, you know, checking things. What I want you to notice, look at that combustion chamber. Amazing, no gasket material left. This is good enough right now that I could actually use it as is. I will likely hit it with some high temp paint. I'm not sure. I may use it just the way it is because that is a remarkable piece of work. What can you say, guys? These results speak for themselves. And once again, this is not a commercial for my vapor honing machine, which is from Vapor Honing Technologies. That's a VH700. It's not that expensive of a machine. If you do this as often as I do, and this is what I do with my free time, I enjoy it, you really need to have one of these things in your shop. I mean, check that out. I can't wait to get this engine back together. So in any case, thank you for watching. If you find my content useful, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. We'll see you again soon.